Hi everybody, Rochelle Jones, Grief Recovery with Rochelle. So today's edition of Quit Carrying the Crap. It's been a while. So something that has popped up to me today, well, it's actually popped up to me many times in the past, but I thought it would be worth sharing with you today, is this issue of quitting. So my life has been a series of quits, big and small, different sizes of quits. And I think it's important because society doesn't give us that option. It doesn't teach us that. In fact, what it says is just don't feel bad, or don't feel bad, don't worry about it, don't let it get you down. They all mean the same thing. They're all myths. And then you just got to be strong. You got to be strong. You got to stay busy. Both of those are myths. Be strong and stay busy are myths. Don't worry about it. You just got to be strong. You just got to stay really busy. And you know what that does? It's really harmful to us as humans. It pushes us beyond our sometimes human ability, which there is a little bit of push that needs to happen through our life. Sure, we're not always perfectly motivated to get up and go to work or to go to the grocery store, but sometimes we have to, right? This is not about those, well, we really have to do it. This is with the, well, I should or well, I oughta things. We are a society, at least here in my experience, of overdoers. We overdo, we overwork, we overachieve, we overserve, we overfunction, basically, in this life. And I could see how it could be really harmful. It incorporates those myths: don't feel, be strong, and keep busy. But it also gets us to compare and then minimize our feelings, doesn't? Well, I mean, it could be so much worse. Or, well, at least, it's not as bad as this person. Or, really, you have nothing to be fussing about. Everything's good for you. All of these things take us away from our ability to just be human, and humans have limits. We're limited. I hate the term we're busy. I don't like to say I'm so busy. I'm not so busy, but maybe I have filled myself to my human limits. Maybe, we're all limited. We have to sleep at some point in a day. We have to eat at some point in a day. We are built with certain natural limits. And so other than saying I'm busy, I usually say I'm limited. I'm pushed to my human limits, or I'm pushed to I'm pushed beyond my human limits. And I feel that. Do you feel that? Do you feel when you've pushed yourself further than what your human limits will allow you? And the thing I think it's really important to notice is that our human limits change, don't they? Sometimes I can handle a boatload of things like a boss. Sometimes just getting out of bed is too much for that day. If we go through a death or we break a bone and have to have surgery or something, you know what suddenly happens with all the we have tos and we shoulds? They have to take a pause. They just take this pause, and we sit in this kind of foggy stare, allowing ourselves to heal. But with our emotional wounds, we miss those cues, we miss those marks, and we're not often given permission, and we don't give ourselves permission to acknowledge those as losses as well, really big ones, and that we have to be still. We have to calm down. Sometimes we need to just stay in the bed for a minute and figure out how to build our energy back up. Build the energy back up to take those really science-proven effective methods and actions of recovery. But we don't, break a bone, go into surgery, and immediately get into therapy or some sort of physical recovery, do we? No, there's a measure of just pause and let it start to heal before we get into the action. There's no certain time frame for that when those wounds are from your heart and your emotions, but it does make the same kind of sense that sometimes we need to quit some small things. What can we quit in our life? For me today, my alarm went off at 6:20 and I'm feeling emotional. I'm feeling kind of down. I'm not getting up at 6:20. I'll get up. I'm going to sleep a little bit more. And then I got up and I started going through some parts of my routine, and others I said, I don't feel like pushing myself to do that today. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. That's just part of being human. So I hope that as you're going through life, you quit carrying the crap, which sometimes means you're going to have to make small quits. It takes courage. It takes boldness. It takes a lot of vulnerability to admit that we're weak in that way. I want you to hear that it's okay. It's human. It's beautiful. I love you all. Talk to you next time.